Okay, so when you get a knee replacement, I don't know if they go over this with you guys at the doctor or not, but basically the part that they replace, they kind of cut you somewhere in here. You get a new one of these sections, okay? And then they cut the top of this off, and they give you a new tibia also. This bottom part's your tibia, this top part is your femur, okay? So that's all new. Sometimes you get a new kneecap, sometimes you don't. Depends on if you needed one, all those kind of things. Well, what happens when you need more bend in your knee, okay? So this is convex, meaning it's rounded. This is concave, meaning it is a little bit dented in, right? So this part of your femur sits right here in this part of your tibia. When you are trying to bend your knee, if you are trying to bend your knee and this part of your bone, your tibia, the whole thing, but this is the surface I'm talking about, if you're bending and it is not actually sliding back this way and being able to actually roll and stay kind of onto the surface of your femur, it's just not going to bend very well. That can be because of either fluid swelling, scar tissue, things like that. So if you, like I said, are trying to bend the knee and you're not getting any slide this direction, it's going to struggle. So I like to do a lot of mobilizations for that reason. Let me show you with it bending. Let's see, I gotta add a muscle on here to show it to you bending, just so you can kind of more visually see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is bending. Can you see how this is sliding basically on that femur bone right there? It is sliding back. So if you're bending and you're not getting any slide, you're just going to really struggle bending. So that's why I do a lot of, they're called posterior tibial glides. You don't really have to remember that. But I do a lot of just helping push it in that direction for that reason. Hopefully that's helpful. And you can also see when it's moving, pay attention right here to your kneecap. It has to move, okay? So if you're getting a hard time bending it, and you have not been working on your kneecap much, or your PT has not, the things that you can work on doing are working on your kneecap as well. So if you can visualize, here's your kneecap here, if you can help promote pushing it down, and any direction, but the more freely your kneecap moves, see how it's lodged inside your quad tendon here? Let me add here, we'll zoom in a little farther. This is your kneecap. It is in your quad tendon, okay? So if it's not moving well, you're not going to bend very well. And if this quad muscle is really tight, it's not going to bend very well. And if your hamstrings back here are really weak, it's not going to bend very well. So you got to work on strengthening your hamstrings, getting some just either the knots out, whether you're doing the rolling like Tony said, or you're stretching. Move the kneecap, have your PT help work on moving your shin bone, and that could potentially help. Hopefully that was helpful.